So let's start with a question. 490 grams of H2SO4. Calculate number of molecules. First लिख लीजिएगा, calculate A is number of molecules, B is number of moles. Wait a minute. Number of moles of H2SO4. B is number of molecules of H2SO4. C is number of atoms of hydrogen. D is number of atoms of sulfur. E is number of atoms of oxygen. Aviva, can you do this? Aviva, you can reply in the chat box. Please do reply.
Yes, I'll try to do it.
Okay, thank you. Krishna, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We started with a question from the previous class. Now we'll move to the next topic. Please send the answer in chat box. We will have some good questions today from the PYQs, previous year's questions of NEET and JEE. Krishna, answer of A part, Etisham and Habiba.
Yes, sir. Done.
Okay. Habiba, you? Etisham,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Arsalan, Arslan, can you solve this question? Please do reply. What is the moles of H2SO4? Etisham, okay. Let's see, I'm solving it. A is number of moles of H2SO4. Number of moles is equal to, since mass is given, so I am using the first formula of number of moles, given mass upon molar mass. What is the mass of given mass? 490. And what is the molar mass of H2SO4? That is equal to 98. And we can
98.
easily calculate it by divided by, it will be cancelled by 5 and it will have 5 moles. Okay. Now B part, come to the B part. B part is number of molecules. See, in 1 mole, number of molecules is equal to Na. So in 5 moles, number of molecules equals to 5 Na. If you have any type of doubt or confusion between these two, let me know, okay, or ask me the question. C part, number of atoms of hydrogen. First we will calculate number of moles of hydrogen, then we can calculate number of moles of number of atoms of hydrogen. First we need to calculate number of moles of hydrogen. Number of moles of hydrogen, in 1 molecule of hydrogen, 2 moles 2 atoms are present. So in 5 moles, how many hydrogen atoms, how many moles of hydrogen atoms will be there? 5 into 2, that is equal to 10 moles. And you can easily calculate it. Number of atoms is equal to 10 into Na. Again, number of atoms of sulfur. For number of atoms of sulfur, you need to calculate number of moles of I calculated here number of moles of hydrogen. You can calculate here number of moles of sulfur. Once 1 atom of sulfur is present, so 1 into total moles, that is equal to 5 moles. So here number of atoms of sulfur is equal to 5 into Na. Now we are going to calculate number of moles of number of atoms of oxygen. First we need to calculate number of moles of oxygen. There are 4 atoms of mole. There are 4 atoms of oxygen, so we need to multiply it multiply 4 by 4 into 5, that is equal to 20 moles of oxygen. So we can easily find out now number of atoms of oxygen is equal to 20 moles. 1 mole is equal to Na, so 20 mole equals to 20 into Na. Got it everyone? Habiba, Arslan,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, write it and then let me know. Moving to the next question. Done, everyone. Etisham, Habiba.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm changing the slide. Okay, thank you, Arslan and Etisham. Come to the next question. We will have some good question like find weight of 3 gram atoms, 3 gram atoms of sulfur. That is S. Just try it, and if you don't have any idea how to proceed the question, just let me know. I will explain it to you. $96 gram. That's very good, Arsalan. Etisham, Habiba, and Krishna. Krishna, do you have any idea about this question?
No, sir.
Just see. No problem. If I have given you, just change the question or change the sentence of question. Find weight of 3 mole of sulfur. Can you solve this?
Yes, sir.
Just solve it. Habiba, can you solve this question? Second question. Krishna, I'm waiting for your answer, so please solve it quickly and let me know.
Sir, how do we name it, sir? We name it grams or AMU in AMU?
Name it. What name it?
Then like the magnitude we give, right? When we multiply, we get 96. So we write 96 AMU or 96
Nine.
grams?
No. It's. I'll tell you. Just wait. What is the answer of second part, Krishna? Just see.
No, sir. I'm not having ideas.
Okay, just see. Krishna, just see. Find the weight of 3 mole of sulfur. 3 mole of sulfur. What is given is number of moles. Okay. Number of moles, and we know the formula of number of moles. Number of moles is equal to given mass upon molar mass. Why I am using this formula? Because here weight, we have to calculate the weight or mass. Okay. So we know the number of moles is given 3. We need to calculate mass, and we know the molar mass of sulfur. What is the molar mass of sulfur? 32. So mass of sulfur is 96. 3 into 32, which is equal to 96, and it will be gram because we are calculating in terms of mole, or in terms of mole atomic mass is in gram. Etisham,
Yes, sir.
it's the answer of second question. Now see, if any time or any question is like this, 3 grams of atom, 3 grams of atom usually represent, or it means 3 moles. It's a standard question or a standard form of moles you can write 2 moles, or if you want to write it like in terms of gram, you can write 2 gram of atoms. Cause what gram represents is mole. I already told you, like if 16 AMU is given, that means only one atom. If 16 gram is given, that means mole. It's all about mole. Got it? So Ehtasham,
Yes, sir.
so what will be its unit? Gram.
Gram, sir. Yes.
Okay. Both are the same question, but different languages. Krishna.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Okay. Habiba.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can I change the slide?
1 second, sir.
Okay, take your time. Akash didn't.
Done, sir.
Habiba, I'm changing the slide. If you rotate it, good. Just see next question. Calculate mass of sodium. Calculate mass of sodium, which contain, very good question it is, which contain same number of atoms as are present in 4 gram of calcium. Just write. Etasham.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Trying it.
Yes, sir. Trying.
Krishna, Arslan, and Habiba. Krishna.
Yes, I'm trying, sir.
Okay.
Sir, the atomic mass of calcium is.
It's 4 gram. 4 gram of calcium.
Sir, no, sir. The actual mass of calcium, atomic mass.
Atomic mass, that is 40 gram.
Okay.
Very good, Arslan. If you don't know how to proceed, just let me know. Habiba. Very good, Krishna. Etasham.
Yes, sir. Doing.
Okay. Habiba.
Sir, can you do, sir?
Yes, why not? Calculate mass of sodium which can contain same number of atoms as are present in 4 gram of calcium. Just see, we can easily calculate number of moles of calcium because mass of calcium is given. So using the formula, number of moles of calcium is equal to given mass upon molar mass, which is equal to given mass 4 and atomic mass will be 40. That is equal to 1 by 10 mole. Now come to the main question. Calculate mass of sodium. Number of moles of sodium is equal to given mass, that is m, or molar mass, and molar mass of sodium equals to 23. Okay, according to the question, you can also apply number of moles of Na equals to given number of particle upon Avogadro number. In the same way, we can have number of moles of calcium is equal to number of moles of particle, given number of particle upon Avogadro number, because according to the question, they contain same number of molecules, they contain same number of atoms. So these two will be equal to each other. Etasham,
Yes, sir.
these two will be equal to each other, and we already know that this is also the formula of mole finding moles, and this is also the formula of finding moles. Yani that means you can write it n upon Na here and you can also write it n upon Na here. Now you can just equate this two. That is equal to m upon 23 equals to 1 by 10, and you can cross multiply it. 10m equals to 23 and m equals to 23 upon 10, that is equal to 2.3 gram. We just need to write the formula of number of formula of moles in terms of mass as well as in terms of number of particles, because according to the question, number of particles, number of atoms are equal, so we can easily calculate number of molecules and then calculate it, equate it. Done.
1 second. Done.
Very good. Now we will have some next topic. We will have next topic, concept of density. Just see, concepts related density, concepts related to density. See, the formula of density for solid and liquid is different, and the formula of density is formula of density for gas is different. So first we will discuss, it is of two types. It is of two types. That means density is of two types. First, absolute density, that we are learning from childhood, absolute density. And the second is a relative density. Relative density. Okay. Now, case one, in which for we will calculate for solid and gas. Sorry, solid and liquids. Because for the formula of density for gaseous state is different, and for solid and liquid it is same. So first we will discuss absolute density, that you already know. Absolute density, D equals to mass upon volume. D equals to mass upon volume, and you can calculate its unit, that will be gram per centimeter cube, gram per ml, according to the question or according to the situation. You can calculate it in terms of gram per ml, or you can also calculate in terms of meter cube, liter, whatever is the situation, you can use it. And second type, B, that is relative density. Just see relative density. Relative density, that is RD, equals to absolute density upon density of H2O at 4 degrees centigrade. That is, we already know, that is 1 gram per ml. So whenever you have you are about to solve relative density, you need to calculate, you will have absolute density, and what you need to keep is keep in mind is density of water, what it is, 1 gram per ml. Okay, Tasham,
Yes, sir.
just remember it, because it will come in every question of physical chemistry almost, and this density will not be given, so it's good to be memorized. Another name of this relative density is a specific gravity. A specific gravity. Can anyone tell what is the unit of relative density? Unit of relative density. Etasham, Krishna, Arslan, Habiba.
Sir, GM by ml square.
That it will be unitless, because
Okay,
in
cancel.
numerator it is absolute density, that is density, and in denominator it is also density, and it will be cancelled out, so it is unitless. But absolute density has unit which is gram per ml.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we will have a question on this topic. Find density of 10 gram HNO3 in 500 ml solution.
Sir, if they give in the question only density, so which we have to find, absolute or relative, sir?
You will always find absolute density until or unless it is given that you have to find relative density.
Okay.
1/50. That is okay. Good. Any other answer? Very good, Krishna. What we just need to do is apply the formula of density. Density is equal to mass upon volume. Mass is 10 gram and volume is 500. So it will be cancelled and it will be 1/50 gram per ml. Okay, very good. And if you will calculate it in decimal, it will be 0.02 gram per ml. Okay, let's move for the gas. Can I change the slide, Habiba?
Yes.
Okay, just see, for gases. For gases, to find the density, the formula is different. And we will derive this formula in chapter 5, which is states of matter. Just remember it for the time being. AD is for absolute density. D for gases equals to Madhya Pradesh upon Rajasthan. You can relate it MP upon Rajasthan. That is M is for molar mass. M is for molar mass of gas. Molar mass of gas. P is for pressure. P is for pressure. That will be in ATM, or it can be in bar also. R is gas constant. R is gas constant. That has a value which is equal to 0.0821 liter ATM per mole per Kelvin. Okay, and you can also apply it 0.0821, that is also equals to 1/12. So for numeric, you will always use this formula. You will always this value. It will be easy to calculate. Okay, then T is for temperature, and temperature will be in Kelvin. Okay, just write the formula. Done, everyone?
1 minute.
Okay, take your time. I'm writing a question here. Just solve it. Find density of SO2 at 2 atm and at 480 Kelvin. Done.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
Okay. It's wrong. It's the wrong answer, I think. Very wrong. That's good, Krishna. That is wrong answer. 9/20. Habiba, will you answer it, please? Arslan. Arslan, if you are unable to solve this question, let me know. I'll solve it for you. Etasham, just see. Find the density of SO2 at 2 atm and 480 Kelvin. At 2 atm, that means pressure equals to 2 atm and temperature equals to 480 Kelvin. Now, for density of gas, we have a formula, Madhya Pradesh upon Rajasthan, that is MP upon RT. Molar mass of sulfur. We have to calculate the density of sulfur. So, sorry, sulfur, not sulfur, sulfur dioxide. What is the molar mass of sulfur dioxide? That is 32 plus 2 into 16. That will be equal to 64.
Yes.
So we have 64 molar mass. Pressure 2 atm. R, I already told you that use 1/12 instead of 0.02 and 0.0821.
Yes,
And what is the value of temperature? It will be 480. Just see, it will be cancelled by 40 times,
Yes, sir.
and it will be cancelled by 20 times,
Yes, sir.
and it will be cancelled by 32 times,
Yes, sir.
and 32 by 10, that is equal to
3.2.
3.2 gram per ml.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
That
sir.
is okay. Just write it. And topic, write the topic. Next, vapor density, VD. Done. Etasham.
Sir, done, sir.
Okay. Just see what is vapor density. Vapor density is density of gas with respect to H2 gas. Density of gas with respect to hydrogen gas. With respect to hydrogen gas. So we have a formula of vapor density. Vapor density equals to molecular weight upon 2. Or you can write vapor density equals to molar mass upon 2. Okay. It's a very small topic. Write it and let me know. And remember this formula. Vapor density equals to molar mass upon 2.
Sir, what is W, sir?
This is same molecular weight, or you can write molar
Sir?
mass.
Okay.
Molecular weight or molar mass.
Okay.
Done.
Done, sir.
Okay. Find vapor density of O2. I have already taught you percentage composition.
Yes, sir, you have thought, sir.
Okay. Arslan, answer is wrong. It's not 8, it's 16. Just see. What is the formula of VD? VD is equal to molar mass upon 2. That will be molar mass of O2 equals to 32 upon 2. That will be equal to 16. And it doesn't have any unit because with respect to hydrogen gas, we are calculating vapor density. And here 2, what is its what is 2? It's the molar mass of hydrogen gas. It's molar mass of hydrogen gas. And you can see in numerator you have molar mass, so both in the same unit, and it will be cancelled out. Okay, so it is unitless vapor density. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes, sir.
come to the next topic, which is very important for your exams, whether it is board or school exams or competitive exams. Write the topic limiting reagent. Limiting reagent. And I will call it as LR. LR means limiting reagent. First, I am writing the definition. The reactant or the reactant which is consumed first in a reaction, or you will write in a chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction is called limiting reagent. Is called limiting reagent. Or you can also call it's called limiting reactant. If you are done with these 2 lines, just let me know. I will explain what is limiting reagent.
Done, sir.
Done, everyone? Krishna,
Yes, sir. Done.
just see. If A is reacting with B to give C, just see 1 mole of A react with 1 mole of B to give 1 mole of C. Okay, everyone is okay with this?
Yes, sir.
Now, if I have 10 mole of A, if I will have 10 mole of A and 5 mole of B, then what will happen? B will completely consumed or empty. B will completely consumed and A will be remaining. The reactant which get consumed first is called limiting reagent. Is everyone okay with this?
Sir, can you
Yes.
repeat, sir?
The reactant which consumed first is limiting reagent. If I'm telling you that for this reaction, 1 mole of A is required to react with 1 mole of B. Okay, Etasham.
Yes, sir.
And if you have 10 mole of A and 5 mole of B, that means according to this reaction, 1 is required for 1. So 5 is required for 5.
Yes, sir.
Then this will be in excess and this will be consumed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. For a better understanding, just see Etasam you and here is Krishna. Okay. You you have 1,000 bucks and Krishna has 500 bucks. Okay. So you both are going to watch a film and that has a ticket of rupees 500. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The money of Krishna will end empty. Krishna is empty now, and now you have 500.
Yes, sir.
Now you cannot watch another movie or you cannot enjoy there. Okay. So if the reactant which consumed first is called limiting reagent. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Just like this. Write it. And I will give you a very short trick how to calculate, how to know which is limiting reagent or which is not. Can I change the slide?
Yes, sir.
Just see. Write a equation. Write a question. Find limiting reagent if 2 moles of A are reacted with 3 moles of B to form C according to the reaction. According to the reaction. Just see. First, you are going to understand it. I'm explaining it. Be concentrated. A plus B is the given equation, is the given chemical reaction. According to this reaction, what is the coefficient of A? Just tell me coefficient of A.
2, sir.
Coefficient of 2. A equals to 2. Krishna. What is the coefficient of A?
Okay, sir. One, sir. 1.
1. It will be 1 na? What now? Answer me. What is the coefficient of B?
1, sir.
And what is the coefficient of C?
1.
So we can say 1 mole of A is required to react with 1 mole of B to give 1 mole of C. Is that clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
According to the balanced equation, 1 mole of this required to react with 1 mole of this to give 1 mole of this. Is that clear? Now,
Yes.
according to the question, what is the given number of moles? What is the given number of moles? 2 moles of A and 3 moles of B. Okay. Now see what we do. It's a short trick. Whatever mole is given, just take it, and whatever is the coefficient, just divide it by this 2 by 1. Now given number of moles is 3, and given here what is the coefficient? 1. And take the ratio. I am taking the ratio. Now the ratio which is small is limiting reagent, and the ratio which is larger or bigger is in excess. So which ratio is bigger? Which ratio is larger? 3 by 1. So the smaller ratio will be limiting reagent. This will be the trick. You will have a balanced chemical equation, and you will be given some number of moles like 2 moles of A and 3 moles of B. You just need to take the ratio of given moles to the stoichiometric coefficient of that mole. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, just write it. It's a very interesting topic, and very good questions will be there for you. If you're done with this, then let me know.
Done, sir.
Okay, I'm changing the slide. Krishna, Etasham.
Done, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, Habiba, Arsalan.
Done, sir.
Okay, I'm taking another example for you. Just see. I have a random equation. 3A plus 4B will give 5C plus 4D. If this type of reaction is given, that it means it is already balanced. 7D, just see 7D. Okay, now you will have given moles like 21, and here it will be 24, and you have to calculate what is given is that, just see, you have to calculate number of moles C formed, number of moles of D formed. Okay, now according to our trick, take the solution. What is the given mole? 21. What is the coefficient of A, Krishna?
3, sir.
3. What is the given mole of B? 24. What is the coefficient of B? Habiba, what is the coefficient of B? Arsalan? Etasham?
4, sir.
4. Just take the ratio. Which ratio is bigger and which ratio is smaller? Just see. 3 7s are 21. You just don't need to do this. Okay. You just need to, which ratio is bigger? 3 7s are 21 and 4 6 ja, you know that 7 is greater than 6. Okay, so the smaller mole will be, the smaller ratio will be basically limiting reagent. Got it, Krishna?
Yes, sir.
Now the reaction will proceed according to the limiting reagent. The reaction will proceed according to the limiting reagent. Now perfect ratio, we are going to take perfect ratio. Okay, what is the perfect ratio? The limiting reagent will be the ratio like the earlier one, this 24/4, but this will be in excess, so we won't take this ratio, because in excess there will be some unreacted reactant, there will be some unreacted reactant. In excess, the all the reactants will not be reacted, so I will just take it as X upon 3, and here I am taking it Y moles is formed, and here I am taking it as Z moles is formed. So here the ratio will be Y by 5, and here the ratio will be Z by 7. Why I have taken 21 as X? Because we don't know exactly how much reactant from the excess is reacting. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Now this is the perfect ratio. This is the perfect ratio, and it will be equal. It will be equal. Now you just need to equate these two, these two, these two, and you will get every answer. Like what is the moles of C formed? You just need to write 24/4 is equal to Y by 5, 4 6 and Y is equal to 30 moles. Okay, here 30 moles of C is formed. Now you need to 24/4 equals to Z by 7, 4 6 and 7 6 42. That means D, number of moles of D will be 42. Okay. Now X upon 3, just see, X upon 3 is equal to 24/4, that is equal to X equals to 18 moles. Okay,
Yes, sir.
what does this mean? X equals to 18 moles, that means 18 moles will be reacted. What will be the remaining? 3 moles.
Excess.
Because 21 moles is given, 18 moles will be reacted, then the remaining moles will be 21 minus 18, that will be 3 moles. Anything can be asked: how many moles are left, how many moles are reacted, how many moles are formed, anything can be asked. Now write it. Everyone done?
Yes, sir.
Can I change the slide?
1 second.
Okay.
Done.
Everyone done with this?
Yes, sir. Done.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, tell me I have a question. N2 plus 3H2 will give 2NH3. Okay. Now, given moles is 10 moles, 15 moles. This is given. Okay. Now you need to find, just see how what you need to find. Calculate number of moles of NH3 formed. Calculate mass of NH3 formed. Calculate number of moles of just see, just cut this on. Which one is limiting reagent? LR. You need to find out LR. First, you have to find LR. If anyone has any doubt regarding LR or previous lecture, just let me know, please. Habiba, I want this answer from you. Krishna,
Yes, sir. I found two. Just finding the last one, sir. I mean the second one, sir.
the last one should be found first.
No, sir. I actually found. I messed up, sir. Actually, I found the first and third. I am finding the second one, sir.
Okay.
So for the second one, we have to use density formula.
For second, what is the second part? No, you don't need to density formula. Why will you use density formula? If you have number of moles, you can calculate mass. Number of
Yes.
moles is equal to given mass upon molar mass.
Yes, sorry, sir, sorry.
You know the molar mass of NH3. You have found the moles of NH3. Arsalan, let me know if you are unable to solve this question.
Done, sir.
Done. Okay. Habiba, see, first we have to calculate number, which one is LR. Okay. Without knowing the LR, we cannot calculate the number of moles of NH3 accurately. So see, what I am going to do is find out which one is LR. Okay. So take the ratio 10/1 and 15/3. You can see this one is smaller, so it is LR. Now the whole reaction will proceed according to the limiting reagent. Now take see, perfect ratio. Perfect ratio will be just 15/3, and according to the question, it's only asking about this, so I'm writing only the product part with taking it as x, and x upon 2, 3 5 ja, and it will be x is equal to 10 moles. If you can calculate number of moles of NH3, 10 moles, you can easily calculate its mass. You can easily calculate its number of molecules also. Number of moles is equal to given mass upon molar mass, that is 10, and given mass that I need to calculate, and molar mass of NH3 is 17, and mass of NH3 will be 170 gram. Okay, everyone.
Yes.
Okay, can I change the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm changing the slide. If anyone is writing, let me know. Calculate. Find LR. We will first find LR. If 6 moles of SO2 are reacted, if 6 moles of SO2, we are comparing in terms of moles. Remember it. Find LR if 6 moles of SO2 are reacted with 32 gram of O2 according to the reaction. ACC means according to the reaction. Two SO2 plus O2 will give 2 SO3. Krishna, can you do this?
Yes, sir. I found it, sir.
Okay. Which one is LR? Just see. Just see. 6 moles of SO2 that you can write here. 6 moles of SO2 and 32 gram of O2. You cannot compare moles with grams. So you have to calculate number of moles. Okay. 32 gram is given mass and molar mass of O2 is 32. That will be 1 mole. Okay. Now see, it is given moles 6 moles and here it is 1 moles, and take the ratio.
Sir, O2 is 16, right? O2 is molar mass.
O2 molar mass 16. How can you say that?
16 into 2, sir.
16 into 2, no? When we will take ratio 6 by 2, 6 upon the stoichiometric coefficient of SO2, and now 1 upon stoichiometric coefficient of 1. So then you can see this one is smaller, so O2 is the LR. Habiba, are you getting all this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Arsalan, what about you? Okay, can I change the slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see a big question. It will be too easy. See, if you can calculate number of moles of product, okay, you can calculate you can calculate mass, you can calculate number of atoms, you can calculate number of molecules. Remember, with moles, you can calculate too many things. Question: 8 gram H2, 8 gram H2 and 6 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules of O2 are reacted to form water vapor. You can easily write the reaction between hydrogen and water to make water vapor or water. You can write the reaction or not.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Just see one more thing. Just see here. If you will have given 6 into 10 raised to the power 23, okay, you can also take Avogadro number instead of 6.022, 6.0222. That will be approximately equal to 6 into 10 raised to the power 23. All I want to say is that 6.022 can be written as 6 into 10 raised to the power 23 for easier calculation. Okay.
Okay,
Now
sir.
the question is now I will write the question. Okay. Now the question is, which one is LR? Moles of excess reactant. Moles of excess reactant left. Remaining means remaining. Third, mass of excess reactant left. If you know the moles of reactant left, you can easily calculate the mass of reactant left. Now, molecules of excess reactant left. Volumes of excess reactant left. Sixth question is moles of I'm writing the sixth question here in the right direction. Sixth question is moles of product formed. Seventh is volumes of product formed. Eighth is molecules of product formed. Ninth is mass of product formed. Write the question. First, find LR, then see how many moles of product formed, how many moles of the excess is reacted, and then you can calculate how many moles of excess is left. And if you can calculate number of moles of excess left, then you can calculate the number of mass of excess left. You can easily calculate the volumes of excess left with the help of moles, Etasham,
Yes, sir.
are you solving it?
Yes, sir. Doing.
That's good. Which one is LR? Have you written the reaction? What is the reaction, Krishna?
So 2H2 plus O2 is equal to 2H2.
Okay. Which one is LR?
So it's oxygen, sir, O2.
That's very good. Etasham,
Yes, sir. Doing. Sir, how to find moles of oxygen?
how to find moles of oxygen? That is
Why?
why you need to find moles of oxygen. In any part of these questions,
So to find LR, right? To find LR.
LR is, you just need to say which one is LR. Just see 2H2 and here is O2 will give 2H2O. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now concentrate here. Here 8 gram of H2 is given. That means 8 gram here is given, and for O2 it is given 6 into 10 raised to the power 23 molecules. Okay. Now you cannot calculate from this which one is LR and which one is not LR, but we can easily calculate by calculating number of moles. You can easily say Number of moles is equal to given mass upon molar mass of H2 is 2. That is 4
Four,
moles.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. And here number of moles is equal to given number of particle upon Avogadro number. Avogadro number 6.02 into 10 raised to the power 23. And you can approximately calculate it, cancel it by 1. 10
One.
raised to the power 23, 20 raised to the power 23 will be cancelled.
Yes.
Now, what is the given moles will be H2 for H2 4 moles and for O2 it will be 1 mole. Now take the ratio 4 and what is its stoichiometric coefficient 2, and here 1 mole and what is its stoichiometric coefficient 1. So you can see O2 is the LR. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now see, I am writing again the reaction to make you understand in a better way. Just see, you already know that O2 is limiting reagent. Okay. Now here it has 1 mole, here it has 4 mole. Okay. But we need to calculate if anyone is in LR, the next one is in excess. Okay. Got it? If O2 is in LR, then what will be the H2? H2 will be in excess. Okay. Etasham.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see, we don't know from excess how many moles is reacted. So I am taking it as X mole, and how many moles of H2 is formed, I am taking it as Y mole. Now writing perfect equation, okay, perfect ratio, sorry, perfect ratio, it will be just see 1, and here it will be by 1, and here it will be X upon 2 because it's a stoichiometric coefficient is 2, and here Y and upon 2 bits because it's a stoichiometric coefficient is 2. Now you can easily calculate X is equal to 2 and Y is equal to 2. What does this mean? This means X is what I have taken X H2. That means initially we have 4 moles of H2 in which 2 moles is used or 2 moles is reacted. Then how many moles are remaining?
2, sir.
How many moles are remaining?
2, sir.
So very good. Moles of H2 left. H2 is in excess. Moles of H2 left is equal to 2. Now
sir.
according to the question C, the first question is moles of excess reactant left will be 2 mole.
Yes, sir.
Mass of excess reactant left. Now see, if 2 moles is left, according to this 2 moles is left, then mass is number of moles is equal to given mass upon molar mass. 2 moles is left, given mass we need to calculate, and what which molecule we are talking about? H2.
2, yes, sir. So it will be 2.
So 2, then mass of reactant will be
1.
4 gram.
4 grams, sir. For 2
So 4 gram. So according to this question, mass of excess reactant left will be 4 gram. Now see, molecules of excess reactant left. How many moles of H2 is left? 2 moles.
Sir.
Okay. In 1 mole, Na is present, Na molecule is present. So in 2 mole, 2 Na is present or not? Yatasham, Krishna, Habiba, Arsalan.
Sir, can you repeat again?
One by one. What you just said?
So can you repeat again?
Yes, I can repeat it. Just see. Here, what is given? Molecules of excess reactant left. We already know moles of excess. Which one is remaining? 2 moles is remaining.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 2 moles is remaining. In 1 mole, Na is present. In 1 mole, if I am talking about H2, then if I am talking about 1 mole H2, that means Na atoms or Na molecules of H2.
Yes, sir.
So if 2 moles of H2 is remaining, then how many molecules? 2 into Na molecules of H2 is left.
Yes, sir.
Krishna?
Yes, sir.
Now see, volumes of excess left. Volumes of excess left. You know that number of moles is equal to given volume upon molar volume, which is 22.4 liter.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
number of moles is 2, V is equal to this 22.4. So volume excess left is 44.8 liter.
Yes, sir.
Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Everyone. Now see,
Yes, sir.
moles of product formed. I already calculated it. Moles of product formed. How many?
2, sir.
2 moles.
Yes.
Krishna, from perfect equation, I have calculated Y.
Yes, sir.
So moles of product formed is 2 moles. Now you can calculate easily. Volume, for volume, you have number of moles. You can calculate the volume. For molecules, you can easily calculate. Now write this and solve this 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Should I change the slide to the next to write it?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Have you written all this slide? Krishna, have
Yes,
you
sir.
written all the question?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, just see in your own on way. Own way.
Sir, the volume of H2O is 10, right?
Volume of H2O is
How much? Must write down 300.
First-
The molar volume of H2O, sir.
22.4 liter, na?
Okay, sir.
Yes. Krishna, done.
Yes, sir. Last one.
Okay. This slide is completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Done. Very good. Habiba,
Yes.
can you tell me the answer of 7? 7, what is the answer of 7? Krishna,
Yes, sir. Seventh answer is 44.8 liters.
okay. Etesham, what is the answer of 8?
Sir, eighth one is 1.2 into 10 raised to 23. 1.2 into 10 raised to 23. 24.
What?
1.2 into 10 raised to 24.
Okay. What is the answer of 9?
So it's 32, sir.
So it's 36 gram.
36, na?
36, sir.
At the Sham.
Yes, sir, 36. Sorry, sir. It's
Molar
18.
mass 18
Yeah,
grams, so
18.
it will be multiplied by 2.
I wrote
Then it will
16.
be.
I wrote
Okay.
16. 32, 36, sir. Yes.
Habiba, have you solved all the questions?
No, sir.
Yes, sir, or no, sir? I didn't get you.
No.
Okay. Which one you are having problem?
Last. 9th.
9th. You are having problem or you are solving it?
I'm solving it.
Okay, just solve it and let me know. Then I will change the slide and move to the next topic, which is stoichiometry. Very important. These two topics are very important from this chapter. Arslan,
Yes, sir.
done with all these questions?
Yes.
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Done, sir.
Okay. Come to the next topic, which is very important, and it is stoichiometry. First, I will explain it. What is stoichiometry? Stoichiometry basically is measurement of elements. What it is? Measurement of elements. We can write its definition as the quantitative relation between various reactants and products, in terms of, just see, this is very important, in terms of mass, mole, volume, molecule, is called stoichiometry. Actually, this is mole, and from mole we can calculate mass as well as volume as well as molecule, as we have just calculated this. From moles we just calculated from moles we just calculated mass, we just calculated volumes, we just calculated molecules. Just like this, we can have a quantitative relation between various reactants and products in terms of mass, mole, volume, and molecule. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Just see. Here I am writing a general equation for combustion of hydrocarbon. Do you know what is hydrocarbon? Have you ever heard of this term hydrocarbon in class 10th?
Yes, sir.
In class 10th, carbon and its compound, hydrocarbon is that compound in which hydrogen and carbon is present. Is that clear? Now see, I am writing a general equation, general reaction for combustion. Do you know what is combustion? Burning of anything is called combustion.
Yes, sir.
Okay, burning means we are using oxygen for the burning of for burning anything. We need oxygen.
Yeah.
Okay, so in terms of reaction, if we need to burn anything, we need to get oxygen.
Yes, sir.
Just see, CXHY will have X plus Y by 4 O2 will give X CO2 and Y by 2H2. You will be thinking the what you have written, sir. Just see, if we will have question like C3H8 and O2, we know that whenever burning of combustion of hydrocarbon takes place, the product is fixed, carbon dioxide and then water. The product is fixed. It helps us, the general equation helps us to balance fast. Okay, just see, here is x and you need to put the x here too. Now here is y, here is, it is y and it is x. Now you, according to the general equation, whatever is the y, you need to divide it by 2 and put it here, then it will be 4. Will it be or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now you see, here is x plus y by 4. That means 3 plus 8 by 4, that will be 5. So it helps us to balance fast, or you can balance it in hit and trial method, like you have done in class 10th in first chapter. Okay, everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just write it, then I will come to the main point and try to memorize it.
So, but I have one doubt, sir. How do you know that it is C3H8, sir?
See, it's just general. I just took C3H8. You can take it C2H2, C2H4, C3H6, whatever you want. There must be carbon and oxygen, carbon and hydrogen, hydrocarbon.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Krishna, I can take it as just C. If you have right, CH4, and if we have CO2, the fixed composition is that if you are burning hydrocarbon, that is carbon and hydrogen, then the product will be CO2 plus H2. Now you need to balance. You just see what is x, x is equal to 1, and what is y, y is equal to 4. Okay,
Yes, sir.
then you need to multiply it by 1, or you can write, or you cannot write. Okay, you cannot write means you should not write. Okay, now see, whatever is the H2, y is here, you need to, according to the general formula, y by 2, that is 4 by 2 will be 2 here. Okay, and now here it is x plus y by 4. What is x? 1, and 4, what is 4? 4 by 4, and it will be 2. Now see, it is balanced. Okay, Krishna,
Yes,
any
sir.
type of hydrocarbon, okay, you can take. I just took an example of C3H8.
Done, sir.
Okay, thank you. Can I change the slide?
Yes.
Habiba, okay, Arslan, okay. Write this equation too, then I will come to the main point.
Done, sir.
Everyone done?
Yes, sir. Done.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now see, what I want you to learn is that if I am writing CH4 in gaseous state plus I'm writing direct the balanced equation of uh, combustion of methane, 2O2 in gaseous state will give CO2 in gaseous state plus H2O, whatever you want to write it in gaseous state or liquid state, whatever it is given, it will be okay. Now see it, the reaction should be balanced. Like the reaction was balanced in limiting reagent, it should be balanced in stoichiometry too. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now see, what I already told you when I had taught you Gay-Lussac's law of gaseous volumes. Just see, in terms of moles, from where we compare is its stoichiometric coefficient. Habiba, what is the stoichiometric coefficient of CH4? Habiba, please answer me. If you don't know, then let me know, please. Arsalan, what is the stoichiometric coefficient of CH4?
No, sir.
Okay. Arsalan, do you know coefficient you have studied in class 10th? What is the coefficient of X? Habiba, what is the coefficient of X? 1. Very good. What is the problem? You can speak up. That will be much better. I'll be more comfortable to communicate with you and make you better understand these concepts. Okay, just see. Coefficient is multiplied term in any variable, any alphabet. Okay, just see. In chemistry, we use a stoichiometric coefficient. Krishna, what is the stoichiometric coefficient of CH4?
So 1,
What is the stoichiometric coefficient of O2?
2, sir.
Okay. Etasam, what is the stoichiometric coefficient of H2O?
2, sir.
Okay, just see. In terms of mole, we can write 1 mole of CH4 react with 2 mole of O2 to give 1 mole of CO2 and 2 mole of H2O. Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now see, in terms of mole, we have written. Now in terms of mass, just tell me in 1 mole, how many CH4 gram is present? In 1 mole, how many CH4 gram? It will be equal to its molar mass.
Yes,
Or
sir.
you can easily calculate it, Krishna.
Yes, sir. It's 16.
It's 16. So you can easily write it 16 gram. That means 16 gram is actually number of moles is equal to what? Given mass upon molar mass. So
Yes.
mass is equal to number of moles into molar mass. So I am writing it like 1 into 16 gram will give 2 into O2. What is the mass of O2?
32,
32
sir.
gram to give 1 mole. So 1 into CO2. What is the mass of CO2? 44 gram to give 2 mole for 2 into what is the mass of H2O? 18 gram. I'm just writing the formula. Number of moles is equal to given mass upon molar mass, and for mass is it will be equal to number of moles into molar mass. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So it is in terms of mass. It is in terms of mass. It is in terms of moles. Now we are going to calculate it in number of molecules. See, for molecules, you know that in 1 mole, how many molecules is present?
Yes, sir.
Na. So 1 into Na.
Yes, sir.
Here it will be 2 into Na because 2 mole is present. Here 1 mole. So 1 into Na. Here 2 mole present. 2 into Na. Everyone okay? Krishna?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now see. Come to the volume at STP. Volume at STP. Volume at STP. You already know that you can also relate it. Number of moles is equal to given volume upon 22.4 liter. So volume will be number of mole into 22.4 liter. So in 1 liter, 1 mole. For 1 mole, 1 into I'm just changing 1 into 22.4 liter, 2 into 22.4 liter, 1 for 1 mole, 1 into 22.4 liter, 2 into 22.4 liter. Krishna, is there any doubt in this?
No, sir. Sir, it
If
should
you
be 22.4 into n, right?
n, what is n?
I mean number of. Oh, yes.
Number of moles.
Yes, yes.
We already know what is the number of moles. Once, that's why I just multiplied it by number of moles 2 here.
Yes.
So number of moles 1 here, number of moles 2 here. Habiba, please speak up. Let me know if you have any type of doubt in these questions. Just write it. Arsalan and
Is 22.4 constant for every equation?
yes, for number of moles, we have three formulas. N is equal to given mass upon molar mass. Be number of moles into molar mass. So according to the gas, according to the compound, molar mass will be changed. But in terms of a number of moles is equal to given number of particle upon Avogadro number. So number of particle will be N into Na. Now see, number of moles will be changed, but Na will be constant. Na will be always constant, 6.023 into 10 raised to the power 23. Just like that, number of moles has the third formula, which is volume, given volume upon 22.4 liter. I have already taught about it. Volume, then volume is equal to number of moles into 22.4 liter. Number of moles will change, but this 22.4 liter will be remain constant as this Na, which is Avogadro number. Is that clear, Habiba?
Yes.
Okay, just write it and let me know. Everyone done with this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay. So, Habiba, have you done this? Written in all this?
Yes.
Arsalan?
Done, sir.
Okay. In the same way, I have whatever I have written like in the earlier slide, previous slide, 2H2 in the gaseous state react with O2 in gaseous state will give 2H2O in gaseous state. Okay. In the same way, you will write all these for practice for this question. It's for homework. Okay. Then we will have in next class. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good night.